Hello my gorgeous people, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and these are your weekly horoscope tarot card readings, and they are for the fire signs of the zodiac, which are Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, and it's from the 30th of March until the 5th of April. So this weekly horoscope tarot card forecast is for the fire signs of the zodiac, and it's for Aries, Leo and Sagittarius in between the 30th of March and the 5th of April 2021. And of course I am going to start with my gorgeous and with my ever so precious Aries. My gorgeous Aries, I would like to say that you are going to be facing like a little obstacle, little problem this week, purely because you are going to be facing a bit of a lack of determination, but at the same time you're gonna feel like a little bit low, you're gonna feel like a little bit down, but at the same time I need to say this to you, and I need to stress how important this is also going to be when it comes to recognizing the particular stage of your life is slowly coming to an end. But this is a good end indeed, because it's just an end of a very difficult situation that was affecting you, in particular when it comes to the actual planning for the future. And when it comes to your plans in general, you most certainly have been affected, my gorgeous Aries, my beautiful Aries indeed. So it's basically pretty much so, it's, you just have to allow yourself to go through this change. You just basically have to allow yourself to step into the new direction. So this is actually going to be good. So I repeat that this week you're going to feel the lack of determination, but at the moment in time when you feel lack of determination, at the same time you're going to feel a bit low, at the same time you're going to feel a bit down, but also the most importantly is that at the same time you will know that this is a quite powerful sign, because an ending is slowly coming, and this is the beautiful ending that I'm talking about, because once that happens, it's all about you having, you're going to make a step into an important direction, and this is going to reflect on you in such a wonderful way when it comes to things that you are passionate about, when it comes to things that you want to do, when it comes to things that you do, and when you kind of like expressing yourself, things that make you feel really vavavoomish, things that make you feel really creative. And this is what I'm talking about. It's rather important to remember. On another hand, this week a lot is going to be going on. You just need to remember this, that a lot is going to be going on, and perhaps you are going to kind of be having a little bit of stress, but then again at the same time it's going to be about the opportunities, and these opportunities will be important for you, and it's going to be more than one indeed. But what you need to understand is just like it's all going to start happening pretty quickly and unexpectedly and rather rapidly. So what you need to do and what you need to understand and remember to not to overanalyze things. Now most certainly it is not the time to overanalyze things, because if you do, then you're just going to kind of let this energy to come in, and I say this energy of stress, which is just going to slow you down a little bit and just make things a little bit longer for you. So that's why I'm just saying now this is most certainly not the time to actually overanalyze things. But I want to say it's important to mention unexpected events are most certainly going to occur, and this in itself, it's also going to show the certain ability, an important ability. You're going to realize, you're going to recognize, you're going to become aware of yourself, and this is going to be the beginning of something very, very special, my gorgeous Aries, and you will see exactly what I mean. It's pretty much so to do with you standing very firmly on the ground indeed, but also when it comes to you focusing on your future, you thinking about your future in a little bit different light. Perhaps you were kind of blocked and you were prevented to move on with a certain areas in your life, and now this is slowly going to start changing. So this is a quite remarkable week that you are going to have, but you just need to remember that you need to use your own ability to realize where the opportunities are, and in order to realize where the opportunities are, just follow your intuition, see what's appearing around you. A lot is going to be appearing appearing. A lot is going to become obvious that haven't been obvious before. You just simply need to follow your intuition by doing things that make you feel good, by doing things that make you feel great, by doing things that make you feel amazing. But in particular, when it comes to that continuation, with your future, you must not allow anything from the outside to affect you whatsoever. Just follow your path, and this is exactly what you need to do. And remember, do not overanalyze whatsoever. Very, very important idea you are going to have about your future, and this is only going to be the beginning. Very important idea you are going to have about your future, and again, it's going to come through your own creativity. And also at the same time, you just need to understand that this is going to come through your own creativity. This is going to come through you expressing yourself. This is going to come through you kind of enjoying yourself. The more you do things that make you feel great and optimistic, the more inspirational this week it's actually going to be. You are going to become aware of your own power, and I really like it, because there was something that I was missing so badly, so much in your life, my gorgeous Aries. So now this is the strength, that you're going to gather at the same time by having this rather necessary balance at this moment in time in your life, okay? And also, somebody is going to inspire you. There is a certain person that is going to inspire you at the right moment in time, and it's brilliant, and that person is going to be directly connected to you. Realize that now it's time to move beyond current challenges, okay? Focus only on those things that you desire. Okay, so now my gorgeous Aries, what am I going to do? I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see what is going to be your tarot card of the week. What is going to be a tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Aries? Okay, so now your tarot card of the week, and this is in between the 30th of March and the 5th of April, is going to be bam, 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 Four of Cups. You see, it's an important to see what is bothering you. It's an important to see what is slowing you down and what is preventing you to move on, because now it looks like, my gorgeous Aries, that you are simply going to have enough. You will want to most certainly put your foot down, and also you will want to do what you wanted to do for quite a long time, for a while, and it's just, there are going to be the certain elements from the past that you are going to have, because there is a very strong connection with your past that you are going to have, my gorgeous Aries, at the same time. And it's not about, having connection with the specific parts or specific details of your past, but it's so much so to actually be finding this energy quite beneficial, because there is something that is going to come to you, something that is going to help you to kind of like put your foot on the ground and realize that the power is within you, and do not allow anyone to take your power whatsoever. You are just fine. You are just fine as you are, and you just need to come to terms with this realization, and you're going to come to terms with this really important realization when you kind of start focusing on a certain part of your past. At the same time, something is going to come to you, and it's just most certainly you're going to realize, oh my God, now it's time, but you just simply need to stop kind of like allowing distraction to take the better of you. Okay, it is just so significant, because the part of your life that you are just kind of, what is making you really unhappy and really negative, it's going to kind of be revealed, to you. Very strong revelation. What is making you so negative? What is making you so unhappy, for example, and then suddenly the cloud is going to start shifting, because you will see that you are primarily the one who is going to allow things to affect you from the outside world, for example. You see, very, very important week for you, my gorgeous Aries. So now I'm just going to see what is going to be your oracle card of the week. Okay, and this is for you, my gorgeous Aries. What is going to be oracle card? Okay, create conscious awareness. You see, this doesn't surprise me at all. And this is like a really important time to also kind of try to reward yourself somehow. Try to also do things differently. You simply need to understand that now it's time, my gorgeous Aries, just to kind of move forward. And even if kind of like completely, you need to understand, this is the point of all this. Even if you think like, you know, the time is not right, even if you think that, you know, like it's not the right time and things like that, no, you just need to understand that by doing one specific thing differently every single day, this week in particular, there is so much that is actually going to change into your life, because you're allowing this new energy to come through, this new energy to come forward. And at the same time, it's really important to pay attention, like if you're meditating, if you're grounding yourself, if you're walking in somewhere inside the forest, if you're enjoying yourself within the nature, you know, in the nature, it's important to say, because this is when we are very spiritual, naturally, a lot comes to us, you know. But the point is that an important insight you are going to have, and that insight that you are going to have, that realization, it's going to come either through your dream, or either when you wake up the first thing in the morning, or either when you're meditating, either when you're grounding yourself, or either when you're simply walking in the forest and enjoying the nature and things like that, and working with that balance. Just pay attention to what this insight is going to be. But also you can maybe, like, while you're sitting on the chair and you're relaxing and you start drifting, you know, my lord, that stage, that period in between you drifting away and your subconscious mind, you know, this is just like a, oh my god, there is so much that happens at that moment in time, and this is when the revelation could come through. So it's very important to pay attention to it. Somebody around you, somebody in your life is going to need your help. Somebody's a little bit confused, as somebody is not too sure where to go and what to do, what their next step would be, and you will be very beneficial person when it comes to them as well, my gorgeous Aries. So just try to work out who this is, somebody rather close to you. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Leonis, my beautiful Leos. I love you so much. I want to say to you, you know, it is a bit of a weird week you're going to have, but at least it's going to start in a rather weird way, and I'm going to let you know what is going to happen, so you are kind of prepared. You're also kind of going to have a little problem to start with, like a little negativity is going to arise again, also like in a form of an obstacle that you're going to have. Obstacle problem is going to arise, and purely because, you know, certain things have unfolded over the last 4 months, indeed, that have affected you, affected your way of planning, affected your way of thinking without you even realizing. Very much so, something very stubborn kind of set itself kind of free at the back of your subconscious mind, which means that when it comes to the planning for the future, you, without even realizing, have kind of slowed yourself down. So this energy is going to help you to release yourself by doing the right things and preparing yourself in the best possible way. I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna shout from the roof, from the highest roof in the world, that you, if you want to do something, my gorgeous Leonis, you just go for it. You do not let anyone to kind of change your mind. You do not let anyone to interfere with your spirit. You're just fantastic, you're brilliant, you're amazing, you're unique exactly as you are. There are a lot of things going on at the moment which are affecting you in a certain way, but this is why I said this, that over the last 4 months you have been affected because purely you were really surprised with maybe the certain person and a certain group of people, and then you kind of become aware of things that you haven't been aware before. But also on another hand, a lot of things were confirmed which made you kind of, it created a certain problem when it comes to your present moment, and when it comes to your future, that's affected without you even realizing, my gorgeous Leonis. So this is going to be quite important. you know, before you're gonna make a quite big step. If I go back over only the last 4 months, you would feel a very strong fear of the unknown, which is telling me something really important, really big, and really kind of like a my lord, really significant. If you're planning about your future, just go for it, you know. And especially this is what you use as a blessing, as a little hidden blessing, especially if you kind of like, when it comes the moment to you, I want to do this, yeah, in the future, just like you at the same time you're gonna be like, oh God, you know, and this is the moment I need you to remember. And when you kind of, something is gonna come to you, and it's going to happen when you least expect it, because it's the part of your spiritual journey. So it's going to kind of like a brush off on you in such a way where when you kind of least expect it. So this is the time when almost immediately you will want to do something, you will want to focus on something, the certain perspective when it comes to your future. But at the same time, oh God, you know, this is the time that you need to take as a blessing, because now that is the time where you're going to know that it needs to get worse in order to get better. Because as soon as you feel a little bit of fear of planning when it comes to making the certain step, the necessary step when it comes to your future, you know, this is your golden moment when you're going to realize at the same time that the portal is about to open. Remember, it needs to get worse in order to get better. And this is going to be a sign that you just simply need to follow through. You need to step forward when it comes to your life. And this is pretty much so to do with your own planning. I wouldn't most certainly kind of rush into anything, but you are gonna get a very, very strong and powerful glimpse of what you should do. Okay, and it's going to surprise you at the same time, the way you're going to feel, and you're gonna wonder, you know, by the end of the week, where the energy is coming from and where this inspiration that you are having is coming from. It's coming from the deepest part of your spiritual self, and it's just literally guiding you to go through, to go forward. Do not fear of anything or anyone when it comes to your past, when it comes to your journey. You just keep going, my gorgeous Leonis. It's more important than ever. I also want to say that the unity with the spiritual minded community is going to be rather significant this week, and also very, very significant answer that is so important and so personal to you. It's going to come forward. And you will like this because it's more about the confirmation, my gorgeous Leonis, rather than anything else. On another hand, you know, you are kind of like this is what I want to say to you. Do not rush into anything, especially if somebody's trying to push you towards something, like somebody's trying to make you to rush towards something. No, baby, no. Just remember, because the word compare will be very significant. The word compare. See, can you hear it? Did you hear it? Whee! The word compare, the police car. The word compare will be very important here, because it means that there is a significant step that you will go through, and before that you need to understand to not to rush into anything, because if you feel like that, you will see that couple of days later, even a week later, you will see that the word compare will be the golden word. The word compare will be the magical word, because once you do this, my gorgeous Leonis, you will step forward into the area of your life that you didn't think that it's about to happen and unfold so quickly. So there is some kind of process that is going to speed up at the same time, and I really like it. So just remember that the word compare will be very important, and also at the same time, by that you're going to find out what works the best for you. But at the same time, there are different elements that are going to become rather obvious that you weren't aware of before, in particular when it comes to paying attention to it and things like that, you know. Your patience is about to be rewarded. This is also very, very personal to you. You have been waiting for this for a long time. Your patience is about to be rewarded, and I really like it. And it's going to come through somebody who is so important to you, who is so significant to you. They are kind of going to be part of this green light, almost as if they're going to say, oh yeah, okay, it's time, you know, and things like that. But it's mostly like basically a lot to do with maybe the specific decision that you made with somebody else, perhaps, you see. spiritually, and now that person is going to be playing an important role. So the significant person in your life is going to be playing an important role when it comes to like them letting you know that it's the right time to kind of go forward. But this is a lot to do with your future planning, and it's a lot to do with the things that you wanted to do for quite a while, and it's all of course to do with your own vision as well. I want to say that this time, my God, Leonis, please, I hope you understand me, this time is an excellent time to work on intellectual projects. It's an excellent time because the breakthrough will be much more powerful. So any kind of intellectual problems, any kind of negativity that you've had in between you and other people, and now it's time to sort things out, to sort problems out, especially if these people mean to you a lot, for example. So this is important time. And on another hand, you know, think of your problems as an opportunity for change. And most certainly this week, this is going to become absolutely evident. And why am I actually saying this? Okay, on another hand, it is a very spiritual week. You are going to have like a very kind of like an important information that you will have, an important message that you are going to have. And when you have that message, you know, at the same time, you will know that your life is slowly going to start changing. And I really like this. And on another hand, on top of all that, you need to remember that you're on a path and just take one step at a time to happiness. Very important, my gorgeous Leonis, indeed. So now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see what is going to be your tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Leonis. What is going to be your tarot card of the week? Oh, Death. Brilliant. You know, it's like a lot about your own transformation. It's a lot about the new beginning. It's a lot about the new start. It's going to be like cut. You're going to need to cut something out of your life, because very, very slowly but surely the specific stage, the specific period, the specific part of your life is slowly coming to an end, my gorgeous Leonis. And this is very important, you know. I'm keep on saying this, and I have been seeing this for quite a while now. Things are going to start changing for you, most certainly, because it's all about you cutting the certain part of your life that no longer serves you. In fact, it's just making you feel really unhappy because it's waiting for you to make the first move. It's making for you to go forward. It's basically all about you realizing what you need to cut out of your life, but at the same time, it's going to start a remarkable, mind-blowing, ooh la la process of the actual transformation. I rather like the Death, you know, because especially in your case, my gorgeous Leonis, it's just pretty much so to do with a kind of annoying karmic experience, very heavy karmic experience that affected you for a while, you know. But then again, it's a lot to do with the last like about few years, actually, if I can be completely honest with you, things that were on your mind, and almost like a very big solution to a huge problem, you know, things that are making you really unhappy around you and sad maybe, you know, are all kind of part of this. So karmically, very, very heavy situation is going to come to an end by the end of this week, my gorgeous Leonis. And this is important because this is to do with the process of transformation. It's to do with the new beginning. It's to do with a new start, but also it's to do with like a quite while things that you wanted to kind of like achieve, try and focus on for a while. This is all going to be connected to it. Okay, so now I'm just going to see what is going to be an oracle card of the week, my gorgeous Leonis. Okay, and your oracle card of the week is between worlds, new directions. I absolutely love these gorgeous little animals, and I love this gorgeous color around as well. Do you know, it's just a lot about the actual you starting to feel yourself again. You know, you starting to feel this inspiration. I'm not saying that you didn't feel inspiration before, but my Lord, I mean, like once you step into this week, you at the same time time is the process of like you stepping into the unknown. New directions are going to become evident. This is a very, very important card, but it's not only about the new directions, it's about how you feel, it's about your emotions, it's about your feelings. You know, you're going to be guided by all sorts of things throughout all sorts of direction. Yes, somebody's going to disappoint you, somebody around you, maybe somebody within your working environment, of somebody who you are trying to do something or achieve something. Somebody's going to like kind of surprise you in a negative way, but then again it's going to be really beneficial for you because you will know what to do, and what you're going to do is going to be step away from that person or that group of people, but then again for you this is going to protect you and it's going to redirect you slightly. But let me just tell you, please, my gorgeous Leonis, I have seen this before. You just need to read in between the lines throughout this week. Probably one of the most psychic weeks you're going to have, and a lot is going to be revealed to you. A lot is going to be evident through your dreams, through your maybe the first thing in the morning, what you're going to have on your mind, you know, while you're meditating. Pay attention to your insights while you're grounding yourself. You know, there are many different ways the way the actual new directions are going to be revealed. You know, make the most of it. Okay. So now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Sagittarius. My gorgeous Sagittarini, I love you so much, you know. I like it purely because it's all about like ooh la la, rather beginning, but it's like a more to do with like a very, very like kind of very interesting situation, which is going to at the same time become like a very meaningful experience. And I really like it because it's going to refresh you, it's going to re-energize you, it's going to kind of shake in the best possible way, but most certainly your eyes are going to open and you're going to see something, and there is going to be like a quite wonderful idea that you're going to have at the same time. I really, really like it, you know. So just pay attention to it, because whatever you start this week, whether you start something physically or whether you're just focusing on something, whether you're paying attention to something, wherever you kind of pay attention, wherever you direct your energy this week, you know, it will be very powerful and it will go much further. So it's a great time for planning, for example, because you're gonna kind of find yourself in a situation where you're gonna plan something and think about a specific part of your life, and there are two things that are gonna be like kind of are gonna be on your mind at the same time, and both of these things are gonna be remarkable. I'm seeing that you're gonna be kind of, oh God, you're not gonna be too sure. You're gonna find yourself on a little crossroads, but it doesn't really matter, because both of these crossroads are meant to be part of your spiritual journey. So it's just all about you deciding what you're going to do first, you know, what road you're going to take first, because both roads are going to be on horizon when it comes to you in your life. So it doesn't really matter. It's just about you kind of starting to do things in your life. On another hand, you know, very, very important time for like the actual for those of you who are actually looking for work, or for those of you who are looking to expand themselves, because it's a very strong energy when it comes to your professional life. If you're retired, you know, it's just also going to be like an important week when it comes to like you kind of doing something quite powerful when it comes to making sure that your future is going to be kind of like a better, or your future is going to be secure. It's a lot to do with like your finances and doing the right things in order to protect yourself, you know, like in a financial way when it comes to security, finances, and doing the right thing. On another hand, you know, I know that somebody is really kind of like you're going to become aware of somebody, and you're not going to like it, what you're going to understand, what you're going to realize. And then at the same time, you know, just basically you need to understand that, you know, you're just kind of like you can't change what other people do. You can't change what other people, like for example, make. You can't change how other people act if they haven't got anything to do with you and your personal life, for example. But the most important thing is to not give your power away. You give your power to yourself, and by having and keeping the power to yourself, just ignore any distractions that could actually come to you from the outside world. Yet again, you're going to become aware of very strange, weird, bizarre and unusual things. And if somebody's trying to push you towards something, you just step away, baby, and don't do it. For example, you know, if something doesn't make sense and you feel pressurized to do it, then don't do it. There are few things that you're going to go throughout this week, and a few things that you're going to see, and few things that are going to quite surprise you. But this is, I'm saying few, because this is an integral part of your spiritual journey. So this is all going to be very much so beneficial when it comes to you realizing, you know, something quite interesting that you're going to be very close to by the end of the week. You know, what you're going to close to very much so you're going to realize, but otherwise you wouldn't realize. So this is how you're going to kind of, this is how this is all going to be connected, you know. On another hand, you know, you are going to feel a little bit of like a loss of peace of mind when it comes to sorry, you're gonna have a loss of peace of mind, for example, when it comes to maybe you wanting to do what you want to do, you wanted to express yourself, when it comes to your freedom and things like that. So this is also when you have this moment, just like, listen, this is also like a blessing to you when you have this moment, my gorgeous Sagittarini. At the same time, just remember that basically you need to be honest with yourself. You need to be honest with yourself. How do you feel about things? How do you feel about the certain situations? How do you feel about the certain people? This is so important throughout the week, actually, just to make sure that you're honest with yourself primarily, rather than anybody else in this world. You need to start with yourself. It's very, very important. And at that moment in time, you will see something. Okay, and what you're gonna see is just also, it's gonna give you an idea, it's going to give you an inspiration, it's going to make you feel really good, it's gonna re-energize you almost immediately. Emotionally, you're gonna feel like ooh la la, but then at the same time sorry, emotionally you're gonna feel like really great, but then at the same time, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you just will know that something that you accept, you will just need to understand that the negative, quite bad negative part of your life, maybe you still didn't get over it, and it's very important for you to kind of be aware of the certain acceptance that you're gonna kind of make. And once you do this, you know, it's like a spiritual domino. There is so much that is just slowly gonna start entering and kind of like coming into your life. On another hand, you know, just remember, choose to be loved and do what is right for everybody involved. You see, offer a helping hand. And you know what? Offer a helping hand. Somebody is going to need your help. And I've been keeping seeing this, my gorgeous Sagittarini. This is not the first time. I think that somebody who's very close to you, maybe you're not even aware of it, but somebody is going through something very difficult. Somebody's walking through the darkness. Somebody's not too sure where to go. Somebody's not too sure which way to take, but you're the one who needs to offer the actual helping hand. Maybe this person didn't come through, maybe this person didn't come forward, but please try to see who this is, because this person is very important to you. So it's either a family member or it's either like a really good friend, really great friend that is very important to you. Or maybe it could even just like basically just come to you. If you haven't got a friend, or if you haven't got a family, for example, maybe you will just have like a psychic moment and you're gonna become aware of somebody's help just randomly. You know, someone might enter your life, like in your mind, in your way of in your thinking, and then you just become aware of this actual person that you should help to. This is the very important for few different things, you know, especially when it comes to your karma. So karmically you will do something absolutely remarkable here, and this is going to start paving a bridge towards your own enlightenment, and that is going to be the second stage of this situation that is going to take place a week later, where the actual perspective and focus is going to become clear. Those stages and parts of your life that you thought that they no longer serve you, now you're just going to be really nice turnaround that you're actually going to have through this. Okay, so it's a lot with your own unfoldment. So now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to I'm going to see what is going to be a tarot card of the week. Okay, my gorgeous Sagittarini, what is going to be a tarot card of the week? You see, your patience is about to be rewarded. You will be tested. And oh my God, this is really deep. Sorry, I burped. You will be tested this week. And you just need to remember the word patience. Patience, patience, patience. It's the last part of the test that you're going to have. I'm not going to lie to you, you're going to have a moment like, oh my God, like an emotional moment where you're going to just kind of want to direct your stress and energy towards a certain subject or a certain part of your life that you actually shouldn't, and in such a way where you will want to kind of like, you will think that something came to an end, but it didn't. This is an important part of your life that requires from you to be persistent. Keep on being persistent, my gorgeous Sagittarini, because your persistence is going to be rewarded. This is a remarkable time, and this is a very good sign for you. Before you're rewarded, it's gonna be a bit of a cloud, you know, a bit dark, you know, that rain is gonna be falling like there is no tomorrow. But let me just tell you that after that rain, there is the sunshine that is going to come through, that is going to come forward. The step in the right direction is going to happen. Just remember, your patience is about to be rewarded. And the weirder you feel, the better reward it's actually going to be. On another hand, this is a great sign when it comes to your intuition, when it comes to your psychic power, when it comes to your meditation, when it comes to your grounding. Pay attention, because you will be realizing quite a lot through it, and very, 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 very important information, realization, sign you're going to have, and you're not gonna believe it. For some of you, you're gonna be like, yeah, confirmation, because you knew it. But some of you are gonna be completely surprised. But this is gonna be great, because it's important for you to realize this. Just pay attention, because this is going to be quite interesting indeed. So now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just going to shuffle these cards, oracle cards, and I'm going to see what is going to be an oracle card of the week. Timing is critical, timing is critical. Look at this, my gorgeous Sagittarini. So this is important. Timing is critical. Okay, so just carry on doing what you want to do. Do not slow yourself down because of anything from the outside. You must ignore distractions. My gorgeous Sagittarini, you must ignore distractions. This is about you. It's about your path. It's about what you're doing. It's about what you're focusing on. It's about what you want to achieve. It's about what you wanted, what you kind of were planning for a long time. But it's also, unfortunately, about the things from the outside that you allowed to kind of affect you. So now you just need to understand, just go for it, go for it, go for it. Timing is critical. This is a lot to do with the continuing on your own path when it comes to your present moment and the future planning, but also the moment that you're gonna have like, oh my God, yeah, I should do this, you know? And this is how you know what I'm talking about. I should do this, yeah, of course, yeah. And it's a very much so like a forgotten part of you. It's gonna be like screaming, forgotten part of you. It's going to be like a singing, like a opera singer, you know, like loudly and beautifully, like, you know, it's time to kind of pay attention to the actual something that you wanted to do for a while, and it's to do with your idea and things that you have been keep on leaving behind. Timing is critical. Now it's time, my gorgeous Sagittarini, indeed. Okay, my gorgeous people, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of healing, love, peace and light to every single one of you. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.